Cherokee 8737 November is holding short 27 right, ready for takeoff, like to stay in the pattern, close traffic.
37 November, make a left traffic, runway 27 left, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Since the beginning of time, man has heard the call for flight. Whether he calls it sacrifice, or poetry, or adventure, it is always the same voice that calls. Why is man obsessed with flight? What is man's motivation to fly? How does the average person achieve the goal of becoming a pilot?
My dad always told me, flying was a rich man's sport. Early on in life, I always had an interest in airplanes. I wanted to have something to do with flying. I was always watching the airplanes and things like that. When I found out that the Navy Flying Club existed there at Whidbey Island, it afforded me a place to meet other pilots, meet other people that were pursuing the same dream that I was pursuing at the time. And it was actually fairly affordable. I was an E3 on active duty, and all my friends were going out, hanging out, partying and stuff. I was studying and working to get my license. It was probably the coolest thing I'd ever done, the biggest accomplishment for me. Shortly after I had gotten my pilot's license, when I got my first photographic assignment, I was on the USS Abraham Lincoln. I started doing flight deck photography, and it just came natural for me because I'd get on the radio and I'd talk to the pilots in their language. It made me a better aerial photographer being a pilot. It's my serenity, it's kind of like my church at the same time, getting out flying by myself, but the most fun comes for me is flying other people around and sharing my love and my joy of aviation with other people. I mean, flying's great, by yourself and do a fair share of it, but the biggest reward for me is taking my friends and family up and showing them, life from a different perspective.